Welcome to Sleepy Letterpress. If this is your first time here, I'm honored to have you here. For everyone else, glad to have you back. Today, we're going to work on a birthday card. A friend is turning 40. She was born in the 1980s, so I'm going to do a card talking about the 80s. There is a lot to love about the 80s. As a Gen Xer, I love the 80s. This week, I wanted to do something on our Kelsey 3x5. All of our other projects have been either on the Vandercook or on the 8x12 Chandler and Price. So today, I want to figure out how to use the Kelsey in two colors. We're going to print on a quarter sheet. So this would be an 8.5 by 11 folded in half. It fits in an A2 envelope. It's a great size card for note cards. We'll see how it goes. It's a perfect fit for the Kelsey. This is the chase for a 3x5 Kelsey. As you can see, it works pretty good. As a reminder, this is the 8x12 Chandler and Price, and this is the 3x5. So we have a lot less room, but we're going to make an awesome card. Stay tuned.
Ink on my fingers and paper in the air. Old press is rolling like they just don't care. Stacks of newsprint and broken chairs. This old print shop's got stories to share. Hear that click-clack, make a rhythm and a rhyme. Typewriters singing one letter at a time. Rolling drums and beating hearts align. In this print shop we freeze moments in time.
So my plan is I'm going to have a little bit of a small type up here, and it's going to be built around a larger 1980s. So I'm first going to set this bit, find the right fonts for that, and then see if I have enough fonts for these two lines of type. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. I was sure that this was the font. I love this font. It's condensed, it's tall, and so 1980s. It's not extremely wide, but because we're working with the 3x5, it doesn't fit inside. So I am settling for, but still excited about, only because I had pictured that font, but this is actually not bad. This is probably be better for the 1970s. Just the font, you can see the 7. It's just so 70s. But anyways, it's also condensed. And so zeros and O's tend to work together. I'm sure there's some technical difference, but so with this one, it fits inside perfectly. So this is the winner. This is going to be our 1980s. So we'll go with that. So across the top of this, on either side of the 1980s, I want to say cool things were created in the 1980s. One of my favorites is You. I don't know that I have enough fonts for that, but we'll see. I do have a very full set of fonts that I hope will be able to set that line in. So as helpful as the composing stick was for putting together these lines of type, I realized that I didn't need to compose it to the width of the paper because that actually is too wide. What I really needed to do was compose it to the width of the chase, which is actually how much space we have. So I had to go back and modify things a little bit and had to change the words up also just a little bit, but it's going to be awesome. As I was looking through the font that I chose to say cool things were created in the one of my favorites is you, I had plenty of fonts. What I did not have was spacers or slugs or whatever they're called in between there. If you actually know the technical term, please tell me down below. So, like a buzzard on the side of a road, I picked apart this old form that I had, and it's a dear one, but I needed the slugs or spacers or whatever they're called. So I picked it apart, but it's okay because this is more important. All right, we got it in the chase. It's all in there. Thank you for the grace. Thank you for cutting me some slack to those who know I shouldn't have these spaces in here. I am going to squeeze it pretty good this way, which I hope will take care of that. I might add a little tape on the back side as well, just to keep everything in place. Normally you'd want a complete square, and I just don't have enough stuff. So now we're going to tighten it down. And unlike our other projects where we use coins and keys, this little guy here has little inset screws. So instead of coins and keys, here it is. Boom. All right, that was a lot of work. We haven't even printed. Now we're going to print. Let's see how it goes on Kelsey. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but I want to do this in 2-color at one time. I saw it on our good friend's Sacramento museum, and I want to try it. They used Brayer. I want to try and use Kelsey 3x5. Now, I don't know if you were around in the 80s, but there was a lot of neon. So this is as neon as I got. This green is a 388. And then this is actually not that red, but it's called rhodamine red. It's as pink as I got. I was trying to do like a hot pink and hot green or something like that. But that's all I got. So it may just end up looking like a bunch of mud, but we'll find out. Whether you're familiar with these kinds of presses or not, if you've seen at least one of my videos using Eleanor here, you know that this disc spins, and that's what helps move and mix and even out the ink as the rollers come up. Just to show you, in case you can't perceive it, watch. I'll put this at the 12 o'clock position, and as it goes, it keeps on moving around. Kelsey is no different. So I had to make a modification, a hack, if you will. Okay, you can see how when the disc spins, it does help move the ink around, but that's not what we're trying to do here. Now we'll put the chase in. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? This is awesome. Let's go. Cool things were created in the 1980s. One favorite is you. I love it. I love the attempt. Not so sure about the execution of two color on Kelsey. I can see why it would be better to do it with a brayer on a flat bed like Vandercut. We'll try that next time. But I am proud of our attempt here and of our card. This friend is one of the kindest people I know and deserves a one-of-a-kind card. And I'm going to be really glad to give that to her. I've got a lot of cleanup to do. I've got a lot of type to put away, a lot of ink to clean up. I hope this was as satisfying for you as it was for me. I'll see you next time.
Ink on my fingers and paper in the air. Old press is rolling like they just don't care. Stacks of newsprint and broken chairs. This old print shop's got stories to share. Hear that click-clack, make a rhythm and a rhyme. Typewriters singing one letter at a time. Rolling drums and beating hearts align. In this print shop we freeze moments in time.